Hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is Ramya. I'm a product analyst at Waymo Technologies. Today, I will be the organizer for this webinar. And I see attendees are joining in. We will give it a minute and start the webinar. Please stay connected and we will start in a minute or two. Thank you all for staying connected. Before getting started, I would like to inform you regarding the ground rules of the session. All the attendees will be in listen-only mode. However, you have a question box. If you have any queries in between, you can post your questions, which our team will answer. If time permits, we shall also have a Q&A session at the end. This webinar will be going through a 30 or 35-minute walkthrough with a small presentation and quick live demo. So let's get started. So our topic of our day is how to overcome Microsoft Office 365 backup challenges. So the agenda of the day will be the major challenging in protecting your Office 365 data, creating an effective backup plan for your Office 365 data, implementing industry best practices. So an introduction for Waymo Backup for Microsoft Office 365 with a live demonstration followed by a Q&A session. Okay, moving on to the first slide, the benefits of Office 365. The COVID-19 pandemic has caused millions of people to start working from home for the first time. Office 365 is ideal for this use case. It was built with remote and mobile workers in the mind. Office 365 for business is much more than just Microsoft Office in the cloud. It offers many benefits for business like assisting growth, saving money, and much more. So let's have a look at some of the benefits of Office 365 here. So work anywhere. As long as you have a working internet connection, you and your workforce will have the ability to work from anywhere. As it's entirely cloud-based, you can access your emails, files, and Office programs from any locations. This can help your business as it can drastically increase the productivity. Easy collaboration. In most organizations, working in team is the way the business operates. Do you have teams that work together on some task, documents, or presentation in your organization as well? Then you will find the collaboration feature of Office 365 super beneficial. Everyone who needs to contribute to or edit a document, a spreadsheet, or a presentation can work on the same version and get real-time changes. They don't want to go for like multiple copies. Versioning is also included in case you need to go back and do an older version. Furthermore, with a multi-party HD video, shared calendar, and team chats, team members will always be in the sync. So next, reducing the capital spending. Office 365 is a subscription-based service. This means your organization will be paying a low monthly fee for every user, as opposed to taking a huge chunk out of the budget and paying a large lump sum upfront, as in the case of regular Microsoft Office packages. This is a huge benefit as it can be helpful from the cash flow perspective, as plans are typically paid month to month, and it also has a finance team. Your finance team can plan a budget much easier. It also allows you to turn off what you are not using to save the organization even more money. This feature can also be beneficial to your organization as it allows for scalability up and down. Great. Eliminates hardware. Because offices run in the cloud, you don't need servers for your website, emails, or document storage. The cost savings are substantial. Removing on-site servers will reduce both energy costs and the need for office space to store server hardwares. Stay up to date. So remember those days when Microsoft released new version of Office and you had to pay upgrade to the latest version? Those days are in the past. With Office 365, organization can benefit from always having a latest version of Office at no additional charge. The latest version are always available as a part of your Office 365 subscription. This means no going around to each computer, uninstalling older version and replacing them with new. So with Microsoft constantly making upgrades across various programs, you will have access to all of them. This depends on a plan that's being chosen when you will have a full access to your desktop version for offline usages also. So these are only a few benefits of Office 365 and it offers some clear advantage over business. Whether you need to boost your collaborative ability, improve productivity, or ensure your data stays secure, from online meetings to sharing documents to business class email, Office 365 delivers solutions that go beyond the installed version of Microsoft Office without any doubt. Yes. So we know that Microsoft are offering many advantages, but who is responsible for your Office 365 data? Is it Microsoft who takes care of everything? We all know that Microsoft Office 365 helps companies with advanced productivity tools, including Exchange Online, SharePoint Online, and OneDrive for businesses. But what about data protection for Office 365 data? Did you know that keeping Office 365 data safe and compliant is your responsibility? If not, we will check out the next slides for more details. Shared responsibility model. When you purchase a license for Office 365, the last thing on your mind is data backup and disaster recovery, isn't it? Yes. This is because most people assume that Microsoft is responsible for backing up everything from your calendar and your emails to your files in SharePoint and OneDrive. This could stem up the belief that everything in the cloud is backed up. To those users who think that Microsoft is fully responsible for taking care of cloud data, here comes the concept of Microsoft Office 365 shared responsibility model. Microsoft operates on a shared responsibility model. With this, Microsoft is only responsible for the Office 365 infrastructure and uptime of the cloud and apps within the Office 365. Which means, if you are currently relying on Microsoft to protect your organization from data loss, your data and your business are at risk. So who is responsible for what? Understanding the importance of data security and availability, both Microsoft and the company officials are held accountable for the same. While Microsoft has industry-leading security measures in place, they only protect you from natural disaster, power outages, and hardware failures that affect their data centers. I repeat, Microsoft can only protect you from natural disasters, power outages, and hardware failures that affect their data centers. Additionally, the Office 365 user interface provides identification and authentication in their online service, along with the supervision over user control and admin. So, when a user accidentally deletes a critical file, many administrators are forced to face the harsh reality that Microsoft can't guarantee a complete and speedy restore of that file. So, IT admin's duty begins in the data level. Various cloud computing security risks need to be taken care of. These risks pertain to accidentation, ransomware attacks, unauthorized sharing of data, and many more, which we'll be seeing in our next slides. So the bottom line when it comes to Office 365 is that it is your data, you own it, you control it, and you are responsible for managing all the data and archives within Exchange Online, SharePoint Online, OneDrive, and much more. Even when data is retrievable from the Microsoft, the process is really very long. Okay, so what are the sources of data loss? Protecting data in Office 365 is no less important than backing up on-premise data. It is valuable for business data and deserves to be protected. Many of the same threats to data in customer-owned data center applied to data in the cloud. So now we know that the data is your responsibility. Let's see few sources of data loss. Accidental deletion. Did you know that the number one cause of data loss in the cloud and SaaS solutions like Office 365 is accidental data deletion? Yes, about 70% of all data is lost due to the accidental or malicious deletion by end users, system failures, viruses, or a fire. If you delete a user, whether or not you plan to, the deletion will be across the network, along with the deletion of their OneDrive data, mailboxes, etc. Native recycling bin and version histories used in Office 365 will only protect you from data loss in a restricted way. Retention policy gaps. Microsoft Office 365 has minimal retention policy with recycle bin architecture to maintain data loss by unintentional or purposeful deletion. Although Microsoft allows a limited flexibility of business administrator to extend their recycle bin retention time, this feature takes up a lot of disk space at considerable extra cost. But access to such data is not made available to administrators or end users and is not intended to help with a quick and simple point-in-time recovery of missing data. Businesses wishing to make restoration from any point in time need a third-party Office 365 backup. Internal attacks. So malwares or viruses such as ransomware have seriously affected companies across the globe. The company's reputation is not only at risk, but also the privacy and the security of the internal employees and the customer data. External threats can creep in via emails and attachments. So informing users on what to look or isn't always enough. Though Microsoft has high security measures, it only has limited protection against malware attacks. This means that Microsoft Office 365 data is vulnerable to destruction or modification to a variety of internal threats. Businesses face risk from the inside, and they happen more often than you think. Organizations fall victim to threats by their very own employees deliberately. Access to files can be modified so easily, which cannot be monitored every time by the organization. So Microsoft has no way of knowing if the deletion of a data was done accidentally, maliciously, or intentionally. The consequence of a data loss. So now we know that the data is your responsibility. Protecting your data is your responsibility. Let's see the consequence of a data loss. What would happen in the scenario where a business has lost all the data due to reasons like malware, virus attack, server crash, data corruption, device theft, or any other such catastrophic events? One thing is for sure. The business will regret not having done enough for its data security. Isn't it? Apart from the obvious regret, the following are some of the grave consequences that lie ahead of the business that has just lost its valuable data. So your business and employee productivity could get seriously affected, leads to an economic loss. So data loss could impair the productivity aspects of your business. Since we know how critical data is in driving the daily activities of the business, not having access to this data would make it impossible for your employee to work on your workflows to continue seamlessly. This could continue to be the case until the data has been recovered entirely. In the absence of data, you may even find it difficult to take import at a high risk. Next, reputation damage. Your customers may lose faith in you. As you know, it takes years to earn the trust of a customer, but only one unpleasant event to lose all that hard-earned trust. A business that has been a victim of data loss may struggle to retain the trust and loyalty of its customer because such an event is often perceived by customers as negligence on the part of the business. If the data that has been lost that the customers then their discontentment could only be magnified. Therefore, losing your data could also mean losing your customers. Additionally, data loss even doesn't stop haunting your business anytime soon. So you not only stand to lose your existing customer, but you also run a risk of turning away any new potential customers. Legal ramification may follow next. Data loss exposes the business to all sorts of legal actions, fines, and lawsuits. If the data loss includes customer data, then you may have to face fines for being unable to adhere to the data protection related laws and regulations. Shareholder lawsuits are also a risk. Because your business protections are affected in the event of data loss, you could also be sued by being unable to perform the duties that you are accountable for the business. Moreover, you may be sued by the customer who have been directly affected by the data loss. Being caught up in these legal battles can worsen your already weakened business condition. Yes, so what you can do? So we have some industry best practices. The 3-to-1 backup rule. People often tend to think in terms of probability or improbability of being natural disaster for their location. Of course, tornadoes, earthquakes, and floods could be most unlikely of events for your city, maybe. But you may also not believe in the probability of terrorist attack. But most of the common hazards that can lead to a data loss or corruption are always present. Even if your facility to well protect against theft, voltage surges, and water or fire damage, there are still many other threats which are largely outside of your control. Device failures, viruses, malicious attacks, volume and directory glitches, transfer corruptions, and human errors. The 3-to-1 backup rule is a good recommended start in building any data protection. A way to protect your data from loss or corruption and to control risk in all the aforementioned situations. So being well prepared in advance is the best data protection policy I would suggest. So coming to the 3-to-1 backup rule. So it is an easy to remember acronym for a common approach to keeping your data safe in almost any failure scenarios. The rule is keep 3 copies of your data and store 2 backup copies on different storage media with one of them located off-site. That's it. Next, ensure accessibility to DR site. DR sites ensure that operation can continue regardless of any mishap or disaster, for sure. They can also function as a means of replicating data from the main site to ensure minimal data loss. A DR site greatly reduces risk to the organization and eliminates the possibility of a devastating data loss incident or a period of downtime that could cripple the organization. In the current disaster scenario, cyber attacks and ransomware have become a realistic new threat resulting in significant outages. The modern DR site therefore must cater so that possibility and ensure logical separation of the production and the recovery from the network access standpoint while having multiple snapshots of data to enable cyber recovery. It is also key to guarantee that the recovery technology includes automation and orchestration to deliver minimal downtime and aggressive RTOs. Scalable solutions. Data infrastructure today would be unrecognizable 20 years ago, and the biggest difference is not the volume of data. There are more data sources, more metadata, and more locations for data. Even as the infrastructure it protects evolves, most backup solutions still reflect the architecture of the past. Therefore, while organizations automate every other part of their data infrastructure, backup requires even more manual efforts to fill in the architectural gaps. Fortunately, you can leapfrog into a future like SaaS data production with a backup architecture designed for the cloud, separating data and metadata, securing the infrastructure and the data, and scaling up and down on demand. keeping your plans updated. No one wants to lose hard work, time, or orders because of technical problem with their servers or computers, an accident decisions, or because of malwares, defacing, or hacking. One of the best ways to avoid data loss is to have a good backup system in place. But what goes into developing and implementing a good backup plan? What should you back up? How often should you take backups? That should be you keep your backups. Where should you keep your backups? How can you make sure your data and your valuable investment is protected? So what actually you need to back up? There are like many different questions. The simple answer is you should back up anything that you do not want to recreate or could not recreate easily. However, the longer answer has more to do with how your data is used or how it changes and how often you need to back it up. Based on your requirement, you should have customized the plan for your backup. Next, proper training for DR personnel. Just like many offices practice fire drills to protect employees, having a well-prepared infrastructure also requires an occasional drill to ensure critical data remains protected. Unfortunately, many organizations don't take the time to plan training or drills, believing it's unproductive or unnecessary. Studies show that 75% of small businesses have the "it will never happen to us" mindset and forego a legitimate plan of action. But according to surveys, the reality is that half of all small businesses will never reopen following a disaster. That means if there is no plan in place, it's time to create one. And if a plan is in place, it's time to make sure your employees fully understand it. So, how does Wembu help? To begin with, let's start with a little of introduction about Wembu. So we are fast-growing backup software company. We have more than a decade and a half years of experience in data protection market. Our customer base is spread across 100 plus countries. So, and also we have around 60 plus businesses across the globe. Wembu Technology Partners. So Wembu created a strong partnership with industry-leading technology vendors to provide high availability to the data centers. So we partner with VMware, Microsoft, NetApp, Amazon, Red Hat, HP, and many other. So these are the few of our customers. So Wembu is honored to serve some of the finest company in the world. Among our customer base, you will find recognizable worldwide firms as well as the reputable local companies too. So, Wembu is a leading player in the backup and the disaster recovery market for small and medium businesses. Our flagship offering, Wembu Media Suite, is a comprehensive backup and disaster recovery solution designed to protect the data across diverse IT environments that include virtual loads like VMware Hyper-V, physical infrastructures like Windows, Linux, Mac, cloud workloads like AWS, Azure, and SaaS applications like Office 365 and G Suite. So our solutions are extremely affordable and are ideal for business of any size with a tight budget. Wembu Backup for Microsoft Office 365. Wembu, with 15 years plus experience in data protection, offers a reliable and easy-to-use backup solution for your Office 365 mailboxes, calendars, contacts, and OneDrive items. With Wembu Office 365 Backup, you can back up your mails, contacts, calendars, and OneDrive items, recover data anywhere and anytime, restore domain or user-level data, store your data on-premise or in Wembu Cloud, export into multiple formats like .pst, .eml, .vcf, and .icf. Replicate your business-critical data to any cloud storage, any cloud object storage. Retain your data for any number of days with flexible retentions. Retrieve your data with inbuilt searches. Secure the data both in flight and storage with AWS 256 AES 256-bit encryption. Monitor your backup process to reliable ports. Preview and restore the emails and the mail attachments. Comply with legal requirements, policies, and regulations. So all in one with Vembu, reduce unnecessary cost and keep your business running all the time. So the supported platform for Office 365 are, we right now support Outlook backups, calendar backups, contact backups, OneDrive backups, Exchange Online, and we also are planning for a major upgrade with which we'll be supporting SharePoint Online backup, Teams backup, and Microsoft Groups. So the upgrade is meant to be released on end of the March probably. Let's see about the deployment. So we basically have two different types of deployments. One is on-premise and another is Vembu Cloud. So for on-premise, you can store your data either on your local data center or in a hyperscale public cloud like Microsoft Azure, AWS, etc. So you have a complete control of your Office 365 data. And as you store your data on-premise, Vembu helps in meeting your local and legal compliance also. And for Vembu Cloud, you can store your Office 365 data in Vembu Cloud. There is no setup or maintenance required. Vembu holds its cloud server in AWS, where AWS ensures safeguarding of the data as per the GDPR compliance. So we have around 4 data centers around the world. So one in US East, North Virginia, US West, Oregon, EU West, Ireland, and Asia Pacific, Sydney. The key takeaways. Microsoft as a shared responsibility model, as we discussed. So it's your data, you are responsible for your data protection at Office 365. All the data in the cloud is still at the risk. Being in compliant is always being in a peaceful. So Vembu Backup for Office 365 helps you in protecting your Office 365 data. So let's have a live demo. So you can access your console. You just need to download a software available in the website. So first of all, our website ID is www.vembu.com. So here you'll be finding a download tab. Clicking on a download tab will direct it to your download page where you can find a Windows-based installer. So once you download, you'll be getting 30 days free trial to evaluate the product. And during the free trial, if you have any concerns, any queries, you can contact the Vembu support anytime and support team will be happy to help you. The pricing and other stuffs are directly available in the website. We also running partner program. So if you're a service provider, you can approach us to become a partner and we will be providing you some discounts and we offer many partner offers. Okay, so once you download and install the product, you can access the console by just giving the IP address of the machine followed by 6060 port number. So this is the login screen. The default username and password will be admin. You can customize this while installing the product. So once you're logged in, you need to click on Backup for Office 365 here. Okay. The first initial step is adding a domain. So click on Add Domain, give domain a name, and enter the tenant ID which Office 365 provides you. And then the next step is generating the application ID and the secret key with providing permissions to access the Vembu, your Office 365 data with Vembu. So just click on the link here. So you will be getting the steps to register Vembu with Office 365 so that we can access your data and backup those. For this, you have to provide certain permissions. There are like 12 steps. Please follow all the steps. Once you're done with these 12 steps, you will be getting an application ID and a secret key. You need to enter the application ID and secret key over here and click on Add Domain. Once you're done, your domain will be listed as like this. And to configure backup, click on Configure Backup And here you can add any number of domains and configure backup for any any number of backup jobs for the domain. So I have added a domain already. So I'm going to configure backup by clicking on configure button. So next you'll be having two options. Either you can backup the entire domain or backup only the specific user. If you're going to choose the entire domain, all the users in the domain with their mails, calendars, contacts, and drive data will be backed up completely. Else, you can go for backup specific users and then randomly choose whichever data you wish user you wish to backup and click on next. So next comes about the scheduling. How frequently you need to run a backup. So right now we provide a daily backup. You can choose a time at which the backup needs to be run. Whereas in the upgrade, which I was talking previously, like now the version is 4.2. We are planning for the major upgrade version 5.0, with which we are supporting multiple frequency for scheduling the backup jobs, like daily, weekly, monthly, and much more, hourly schedules too. And coming to the retention, so this retention is based on the versions of your documents in the OneDrive. So when you enable, you can hold up to 100 versions of your documents. If it is unchecked, all the versions will be retained. And coming to repository, we Wembu support all type of repository like SAN, NAS, local drives, and hard drives. You can even pull them and keep it as a repository. And we also offer storage gateway, with which you can be able to keep your AWS cloud storage or Azure blob storage as a storage repository too. And by default, compression is enabled. If you want to uncheck it, you can do it. Once all done, click on next, give backup a name, and check this button to run the backup immediately, and click on save backup button. So your backup will be saved in the list of backup jobs available here. List of jobs. Okay, to restore, you need to click on the restore icon. So the restore in my backup job, I have configured 3 users. Okay, so I can choose among these users and need to click on the restore button. Then I'll be having some 5 different options. The first is the restore mailbox, with which I'll be able to restore the complete mailbox of the user. The included items are mails, contacts, calendars, and OneDrive data. Or else I can choose for granularity. Either I can restore only mails, or only OneDrive items, or only calendars, or contacts. So let's say that I'm going to restore only the mails. In that case, if I click on next, I'll be having 2 options. Either I can restore in folders or I can restore in mails. If I want to restore the complete inbox, so I'll be choosing the complete inbox, send items, and drafts. All the mail counts will be displayed here. I can click on next. If I want to go for an individual mail, then I have to choose the restore mail option and choose the folder at which I want to restore it, and I can even click on it to view the mail. This is a test mail actually. The complete mail will be listed here. I can choose either all the mails or granularly choose any of the mail and click on next. And next comes about the description. You want to give a description for your future reference, and then you can choose the target. So the restore target is like either you can choose the download PST. So you can download this as a PST file also, or you can restore into a user's mailbox. When you choose restore to a user mailbox, you'll be having 2 options: restore to the same user or different user. If you're going to choose the same user, the whatever mail you recovered will be restored to the user itself. Else, you can click on different user mailbox and select from the options here. Here, all the list of users in the domain will be listed, and you can choose some other user to which you wish to recover the mails or files, whatever you wish to, and click on next. So once you review all the configuration, click on restore, the mails will be restored. Also, we also provide reports. So we have a backup level report, which gives the status of the number of users you have backed up, the mails, number of contacts, events, and drive files, total size, everything. And we also have a restore report. So at the time zone at when did you restore, and all those things will be there. And we also have a download PST status. So if you have done a download PST, you'll also be generating a report on this. Meanwhile, we're also having a settings to have your web proxy settings and a time zone, and management. You'll be managing the licenses, users, and other stuffs. Yes. So we are almost done, and we have received many questions, which few of the questions will be answered by the team, and other questions, don't worry, I will be answering via email. And thank you all for staying connected throughout this session. Thank you.